Scrolling down. Verse 33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt only be oppressed and crushed always. Now this goes back to working your 9 to 5s. This goes back to working your jobs. I've had many of jobs, and all the fruit of my labor. A nation which I knew not ate up. I was left with pennies. I was left with barely enough to cover my necessities and have my pacifiers to pacify me. Verse 42, and all the trees and the fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. Where are all the fruit trees? Looking around today, in our time today, the fruit trees are only where the Gentiles are. Like, they are able to grow their fruit trees on our land. They're trotting down our land, but yet look their nose down upon us in their puffed up pride and their arrogance, not knowing that we are the people of the book. We are the people that they have been oppressing and downtrodden the entirety of their life, because they have been taught that we are the seed of Canaan. They have been taught that we're Hamites. They have been taught that we came on slave ships from Africa. They literally been taught lies about us, and they have ate it up. They ate it up. They took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Did it not happen? Look at this chart. Are we not down very low? Is not the stranger that is on our land up very high? He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. How many banks do our people own? I mean, your big banks, like what the stranger has. Nowhere near it. So we're not lending, okay? The scripture says that he shall lend to us, and we shall not lend to him, okay? So we had banks before. We had the Freedmen's Bank. You know, our people had trust. But because they did so much paper genocide on us and taught us all kinds of fabricated lies that they brung us on slave ships from Africa, and that we're not Americans, that we're actually foreigners on our own damn land, got us claiming to be foreigners on our own damn land. Got us coveting a land across the oceans. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Are we not on the bottom of their economic system? Are we not below all nations on the economic scale? Moreover, all of these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not to the voice of the Most High thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commandeth thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. We kept not the eternal laws of love and life, We were shedding much blood in this land. We would not hearken to the voice of the Most High to stop killing up his animals and eating their dead flesh. They continue to want to keep their bloody ritual Passover. They continue to want to eat innocent lamb's flesh. They continue to harm his innocent creation. They continue to spill innocent blood in this land. Over and over and over in the scriptures is telling you to stop spilling blood. He never desired animal sacrifice. And that would be a whole different video. I already have enough videos on my channel about that, okay? I ain't trying to stay on here for hours, people. Alright? He shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. They stole everything from us, bruh. They stole everything from us. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Most High thy power had given unto thee. We got baby mama drama. Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. The tender and delicate woman, verse 56. Among you, the tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, for the delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out from beneath her feet, and toward her children, which she shall bear, for she shall eat them, for want of all things, secretly in the siege and in straitness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in all thy gates. Okay, this happened. All right, there's a account in the View of the Hebrews where a woman she cooked her baby. There was no food within the gates, okay? She ended up cooking her baby, okay? And she ate half of the baby. When the Hebrew soldiers came in demanding to know what she cooked because they were hungry. Everybody was starving. There was no food. There was famine, okay? She literally cooked her baby. And they discovered and was shocked, horrified to discover she had cooked her baby and ate half of it, okay? Alright, so we're picking it up where it says, no evil shall come upon us. So blind and presumptuous are the hypocrisy and self-confidence. The temple of the Most High, the temple of the Most High, the temple of the Most High are these. The famine in the city became, as might be expected, still more deadly. For want of food, the Israelites ate their belts, sandals, skins of their shields, dried grass, and even odor of the cattle, even their dung. Look at this. Odor. Ordure. Alright, dung. Excrement. Feces. They ate the feces of the cattle. Now it was that a noble Israelite sister, urged by the insufferable pangs of hunger, slew and prepared for food her own infant child. She had eaten half the horrible preparation when the smell of food brought in a horde of soldiery, who threatened her with instant death if she did not produce to them the food she had in possession. She, being thus compelled to obey, produced the remaining half of her child. The soldier stood against the soldier stood aghast. What is this? Hold on. Oh, filled with horror or shock.
Aghast.
Oh wow. They were filled with shock, horror, because she had cut her child in half and cooked it. She cut her child, her infant child, she cut in half. It's crazy, bro. And it's sad. It's very, very sad, you know. She had eaten half the horrible preparation when the smell of food brought in a horde of soldiery, who threatened her with instant death if she did not produce to them the food she had in possession. She, being thus compelled to obey, produced the remaining half of her child. The soldier stood in horror, and the recital petrified. Let me make sure this word is right. The hearers with horror. Man, so bad, bro. Recital. Yep, recital. The soldier stood aghast, which in horror, basically. The soldier stood in horror. Like, wow, like, what? And the recital petrified the hearers with horror. Okay? So when they told other people what took place, this petrified them with horror, and congratulations were poured on those whose eyes death had closed upon such horrid scenes. Very horrible things happened to us, and this was prophecy. This was prophecy. For she shall eat them for one of all things, secretly in the siege and straitness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. Okay? It was prophecy of something to happen, and it happened. Okay? If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this eternal law of love and life that are written within this book, that thou mayest reverence this glorious and powerful name, the Most High thy power, the Most High will withdraw his protection from thee, and thy plagues shall be wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sickness, and for long continuance. Okay? So you just understand, the reason why our people has been through hell upon this earth is because we are the people of the book, okay? This don't line up with any other nationality upon the face of this earth. None of them went through what we have been through, okay? Verse 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Most High rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you. I'm not going to read this the way that it reads, okay? Because the Most High did not rejoice over to destroy us. No, he did not. The Most High is not both good and evil, okay? It grieved our spiritual Father. It grieved our Heavenly Father. It grieved our eternal power, the maker of our spirit, okay? That we will not hearken and obey, love his eternal law, of love and life. Yes, it grieves the eternal power that we want to go contrary to what he created and rejoiced in. He rejoiced in the creation of our spirit. It was so perfect. Children are so perfect. Babies are so perfect. Until you corrupt them. Until they're corrupted by this world. They're so tender, so delicate, so loving. We are born to love. We are born to care for one another. We are born to have compassion and mercy and empathy. We are born to care for one another. Be kind to one another. We were born exactly like the eternal power in spirit. Pure, innocent, all good, all love. But we come into this satanic ass realm, the satanic ass 3D world, this carnal reality that the Gentiles, the heathens have set up before I was ever even born on this earth. We go through their school system. We were introduced to their media, the television, fashion industry, the music industry, the medical industry, continued education, more indoctrination, your religious establishments, your governments, all of these things that set themselves up in authority over you. All these people who set themselves up in authority. The Most High will allow them to rejoice over us, to revel in destroying us, to revel in bringing us to nothing. Oh, how they bragged about it. Oh, how they put up their statues. The most heinous, the most wicked. They put them on a pedestal. And ye shall be plucked from off the land, whither thou goest to possess it. He allowed another people to take our land because he didn't give it to them. No, he just pulled back his protection. Okay? He pulled back the protection and allowed the heathen to destroy us. The Most High allowed us to be scattered among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other. And there we served other gods which we never known, gods that our fathers have not known, even gods of wood and stone. Christianity and Islam is your two prevalent religions right here in America, okay, amongst our people. Our people is either Christian or Muslim, okay? They either practice Christianity or Islam, okay? Christianity, wood, the cross, okay? Islam, the stone, Kaaba stone, okay? Bro, it's so evidently crystal clear You would have to have serious blinders on your eyes to not be able to see who we are, okay? Now, I didn't even mean to get off into all that. I said this because I was talking about working your jobs in order to get myself up out of poverty. But that's asininity, okay? It's completely asinine. Why the hell would I attach myself to your system that you set up on my land and work for you? The CEO is most likely European. Like, I'm basically your slave. I've been your slave since I started working your jobs, having to fill out job lab. That's slavery, bro. It's not like what it was told to. We were lied to. We didn't come on slave ships from Africa. No. They enslaved us in our own land, forcing us to work jobs. Because we didn't work jobs before they came over here forcing us to work. You know how they got us to work? You know how they forced us to work? They put their war dogs on us, okay? They forced us to work by putting their war dogs on us, forced us to get gold for them, forced us to gather as much gold as we possibly could. We didn't do it quick enough. They would do heinous things to us. They would chop off our hands and stuff. Like, bro, I'm not trying to stay on here, but you need to know that when you build a city, when you build a nation upon blood, there's great judgment coming upon you for that.